Welcome to learning on manual testing. So today we are going to continue the manual testing interview questions. So as of now, we have covered the interview questions for SDLC models, STLC models, and test scenarios, test cases, the basic information about software testing. So today we are going to start about the levels. Okay, we'll see what are the interview questions on level parts. Now, first of all, try to learn how many types of levels. Okay, what are the types? What are the types of types of levels of testing? So we have two types. Uh, regarding answer is we have two types of levels of testing. So in that we have the first one is functional level and non-functional level. Okay, so these are the two types of levels of testing. Okay, the next question is what is meant by function levels? Obvious. The next question will be 26. What is meant by functional testing? See here, functional means functionally the application should work. So which is nothing but what can I tell you? You need to check the application against the user requirements, user functional requirements. So type of testing, where by the system is tested against the functional requirements of the customers. Functional requirements. So this is nothing but functional levels of testing, which means it focus on, what the product does. It will tell what the product is going to perform, or project or application does. The next question is on what is meant by non-functional levels of testing. The next question will be non-functional levels. As of now, we have seen functional levels, right? Same here, non-functional. The definition will be the same, but we will check the system against the non-functional levels. Type of testing where system tested against non-functional requirements. See, non-functional requirements are nothing but where we can't see nothing but performance, loading of the application, burden on the application, anything, okay? And security basis of the application, whether compatibility of the levels of test application, whether application is working on this system, or whether it is working on all the systems, or else checking whether the application is working this browser, or whether it is how it is performing on another browser. So this is nothing but non-functional, okay? That means, which means what the product does, right? But whereas here, which is how well the product behaviors. How will the product behaviors? So this is nothing but non-functionals. Okay. Now, as a manual tester, we mainly focus on function levels only. So let's see types. Okay, types in functional levels. So let's see what are the types in function levels. We have different types in function levels. The types will be, first one is unit testing, integration testing, system testing, next is integration testing, next is E2E testing, UAT testing, In UAT we have again two types. Those are alpha and beta. Okay. Integration also we have four types, but we'll see. I'll arrange this in next question. Okay. VAT regression testing, smoke testing, sanity testing. Like that, we have different levels in function levels. Next question. Where these are very important. What is meant by integration testing? So if you see here, integrate means uh, combining. If we are combining two or more systems, right, more servers, right, and more applications, right, integrated, they are integrated. Nothing but ICs, right, integrated chips. Integrated chips will contain, in electrical point of view, integrated chips will contain a number of transistors or diodes, all those things, right. So these are different functionalities, and they are kept in one place to communicate with each other to work properly. That's not but integrate. Okay, here integration is nothing but checking the application with the different components, with different units, with different levels, with different modules. Which means integration testing is nothing but a type of testing where modules are integrated logically and tested as in a group. So here we'll take all the modules and keep in a group, and we'll check whether these group are working fine or not. So all the different modules should have different functionalities. These functionality will come and see and will come and play a major role in any application. So let's take an example in our body, right? We have heart and hands, leg and brain, all those things, right? So our brain is nothing but integrated chip. It will tell the functionality of particular part. Okay, hand has to do like this and leg has to do like this. So this is nothing but our brain integrated chip. It contains different functionalities. If we have small problem in our brain system, then we become mad person, right? So that's the same thing happens in the application also. In application, we have different parts, we have different modules. These module has to be functional as per the user requirements. If these are not working, it means the system has to be will be in trash. So that network integration is very important. That's why I give an example, basic example only. Type of testing where modules are different modules. I will write different modules. Where different modules are integrated logically, and tested in a group. Yes, very good. Tested in a group. We'll call it as integration testing. So now the next question will be, so we have to know what are the types in integration testing. So types of integration testing. The first one is top bottom approach. Next is bottom up approach. Next is sandwich approach. And the last one will be Big Bang approach. So these are types of integration testing. Okay, depending upon the application, we use what type we needed. Okay. The next question will be, now we have done with the integration, right? Now we'll jump into the what I can tell you, smoke testing. Okay, important. What is meant by smoke testing? Smoke testing is nothing but, see, whenever we build an application, right? The initial stages we check how the application behavior, functional device, or major logical wise, right? So whenever the application is going to further phases, so again we'll check the say application, but right now we are not focusing on the major component because we already check in the initial stages only, right? So we'll only focus on the what are the new changes happen in the application. Both are testing only, but initial stages, whenever the application launches, we'll call it as smoke testing. After a number of uh, after a number of releases or builds happens, again we'll do testing, which is nothing but whenever new component added, we'll call it as sanity testing. So this is the only difference between smoke testing and sanity testing. So smoke testing is nothing but it will performed after software build to assess the certain critical functionality of the program should work fine. Important critical functionality has to be successfully fulfilled, okay, as per the user needs. So I'll write the definition. It will be performed after software, sorry, after application or after product. I will write product, okay. Always 100 software, right now I'll write product here. After product, what I tell you, okay, after product built to ascertain the major functionalities, of the program is should working fine. It should working fine. So this is nothing but smoke testing. Come to the next one is sanity testing. Okay, the second one is 32 is sanity testing. What about the sanity testing? So the definition will be the same, but there is a small change. Okay, so something like same sanity testing is performed to ascertain that the bugs has been fixed. So whatever we have the changes in the application, we'll check only at the changes part only. So it is performed after product to ascertain that the bugs has been, that the bugs or defects. I will write defects here, has been fixed for a particular module. We'll call it as sanity. Next, next question will be, as of now, we have seen the smoke sanity integration, right? Now we'll go jump into system testing. What is meant by, sorry, system testing? So system testing, the entire application, which is nothing but application testing, total entire application testing. So nothing but that complete integrated system to evaluate the system, what system has to perform, right? So the type of testing on complete, integrated system to evaluate, to evaluate, to check the systems system behavior with its user specification or user requirements. What user needs, that should see in my system. So to that, for that we need to do the system testing. So this is what system testing. Okay. The next one will be very important. Very important. What is meant by regression testing? So on previous classes, right? We have seen the real-time example of regression testing, and I given a diagrammatic approach to explain the regression testing. So please refer to that video for regression. So regression nothing but if any changes in the application happens, whatever the change happened in the application, right? It can side effect, it can create problem to other parts. To check whether other parts are impacted or not, we'll do regression. Okay, this is nothing but regression testing. So it is a testing it is a testing to that is a testing on system to confirm that changes made to made to few parts. Okay, few parts. What I can tell you, few parts of the codes not has not impacted or has not impacted sorry code has not impacted on other parts of the system. So this is nothing but regression testing. Okay, then the next one will be, that's what I'm thinking, okay, who will perform and what is the criteria of going for regression will, right? Because it is very important, right, into point of view. So the 35th will be when will perform regression. At what condition we need to perform the regression? Just 1 minute. Can I miss any number? Okay, clear. When will perform regression testing, right? So let us consider, I told, right, whenever new features added in the application, and to check whether this new code has impacted on other part or not. Obvious. So any new code added means it can be any fix from the developers, defect fix from the developers also, right? So any new enhancements, right? So these are the few conditions when we'll do regression. New functionality added whenever new functionality added, just a minute. When a new function added to the application, okay, the next one will be, sorry, okay, and any new enhancements in the application. Okay, the last one will be the any defect fix from dev team. So in these conditions, we'll perform regression testing. Okay. That's it for the day. And next classes we learn more interview questions on manual testing. Yeah. Thank you.